rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hello everyone and a very happy Teachers Day. Welcome to the special Teachers Day edition of Q Talk episode 2. I'm your host Asfana Nora along with my co-host Afiza Mare. Today, as we have an esteemed guest with us who is not only an educator but also a visionary leader in the field of education. Please join me in welcoming His Eminence, Sir Imam Abdul Quddus Al-Azhari, the esteemed founder and chairman of Kalam Group of Institution and the Australian International Islamic College, and also the National Grand Mufti of Australia. It's such an honor to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much. It was really a pleasure to be here, mashallah. Jazakumullah kullal khair.
Sir, first of all, may we kindly request you to share some insights about your own educational journey and the teacher who have had a profound impact on your life.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Today is Teachers' Day. Alhamdulillah. Really great. Very nice to honor our teachers. Teachers as a beautiful people, important people, hard-working people. Therefore, we must honor them. I am happy and very glad to be part of this celebration. In Australia, we have Teachers' Day, but not on 5th of September. We have Teachers' Day in October in Australia. It is also Islamically Teachers' Day, also very honorable day we should honor, because Prophet himself was muallim, a teacher. On that basis, we honor the teachers, we respect the teachers, and we try our best to follow the teachers' guidelines, whatever they have given us, and follow their advice, their suggestions. They only guide us for our betterment. So, on that basis, right from the beginning, from India, I was very lucky to have great teachers, good teachers. So I started my educational journey from Periyapatanam, and then I went to Kilakare. From Kilakare, I went to Lalpete, then Velur, Baqiyatu Salihat. Then I went to Deoband, Delhi. That was my Indian educational journey. And from India, I went to Egypt. I found great help from the teachers. But I followed the teachers, their advice, their suggestions, and they are the real reason for my help and success. Alhamdulillah. I'm very grateful to them. Allah bless them. Allah give them siha salama, all the teachers, and Allah give him maghfirah, inshallah.
Sir, as we celebrate this profound impact of educators today, could you kindly share some of your personal experience as a student and perhaps a memorable interaction with a teacher which has stayed with you throughout your journey in education and leadership?
In educational leadership, as I told you, when I started from primary school in India, I had beautiful teachers, I still remember. They are not only teaching during teaching hours. They are also very dedicated people. After hours also. After I left India when I was only 16 years old, I went to Egypt. I had a very close connection with the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor of Al-Azhar University, Egypt. I always kept close to him, and he always guided me in any subject matter I want to change. Because I was Imam in Maulana, I wanted to study history, culture and civilization. So my degree was on Sharia, means Islamic, Quran, Hadith and Fiqh, jurisprudence, but the rules didn't allow me to enter into international history. So I went to my teacher. Always I was seeking his help, and I told him that I need your help for the admission in history. So he asked the in charge for admission. He summoned him. He came, and this is an Indian student, Abdul Quddus. And when can he do history? Don't tell him how he cannot do. Tell him how he can do, how he can be admitted. And they said there is a possibility if he join the short course on introduction to history, and that is 6-month course. And if he get Jayyid Jiddan, that means the first class, if we pass first class in Jayyid Jiddan in history, introduction to history, and he can go to master. So after hearing for the head of the admission and my teacher, which actually is not my teacher only, was the chancellor of university. He said, Abdul Quddus, you have heard what you have to do. The ball is in your court. You have to decide now. So, what do you think? I take the challenge. I told him. I took the challenge, and I was reading day and night, and was following my teacher's advice. Then I passed introduction to history. I got Jayyid Jiddan, the first class, and then that's how I admitted in the Master of History. I have done, mashallah. Right? All the teachers have helped me. I have great admiration. Then I went to Malaysia. I was also doing some teaching work, and I had a lot of friends, good teachers. In Australia also I studied. I studied 10 years in Australia. I did my Master of Education. I did my Master Sharia in Delhi. Then I did Master in History, double Master in History in Egypt. Then I did Master of Education in Australia. Understand? And then I had beautiful teachers in New Zealand. I did ESL. ESL means English as a second language. Teaching English as a second language. That's how I became a teacher. So I was teaching in Australia. I was teaching 10 years I was teaching first before I start my own school. So always my teachers had tremendous impact on my education, and also education service also. They are very great people. I still pray for them. Yes.
Thank you, sir. As the founder of many educational institutions, Could you kindly tell us about the values and the principles that you have instilled in your institution to create an environment conducive to learning and growth?
Well, mashallah, very good question. I was teaching first. I was teaching in Australian government schools. I learned a lot. I observe how the teachers are performing. See, hardworking people. Teachers are not like very different in Australia. See, I tell you an example. There was a person, he was teaching with me in this school. I was teaching grade 5. He was teaching grade 6. His name Gary. He disappeared. He disappeared from school. After 2-3 months, I saw him in front of my house taking rubbish. In front of house, we leave the rubbish outside. The city council workers come and take the rubbish and put in the van. Gary, honorable teacher, my friend, he came. He's a Aussie, Australian Aussie, white Australian. He came and took my rubbish and I shouted at Gary, come. What are you doing? And he said, they used to call me Abdul, I am tired of teaching. And this is very good job and keep me fit. So I am working hard, taking rubbish, and this is my job. I am happy with it. See? You can see the attitude. Because of you want to work, keep him fit. And in Australia, there is no difference as far as salary is concerned. The doctor's salary, the rubbish cleaner's salary, same. You understand? If doctor getting $150,000, the cleaner also getting $150,000. So same. Therefore, he's fit. So education and the way of thinking, the attitude, very, very different in Australia. Alhamdulillah, I have a lot of friends. And I learn a lot from Australian. The teachers and friends, I adapted myself. I changed myself. I improved myself. I corrected myself, understand? That's how improved this, established this school.
That's a commendable approach to education, sir. Nowadays, technologies are rapidly growing and shaping the landscape of education. How would you envision the role of technology evolving in the coming years, and how have you integrated it into your institutions right now?
Well, I told you that I keep an eye what is the current in the market, what is going on. Accordingly, what I did, I was teaching in government schools first. I started teaching as a relief teacher. You have relief teacher system also. When we need a teacher, we call and the teacher will come. He relieves. We also call it a substitute teacher. You have here? Yeah. Then my father was with me. My mother was with me. My father said, you are a graduate from Al-Azhar and you are a teacher. And why you don't start a school? He asked me. Okay, what I did? My father is saying the right thing. So why not? Then I was looking some place to start. There was a church for sale. There's a church for sale and adjoining property also for sale. I mortgaged my house. Then I got some loan from government. I purchased this church. I started grade, what they call preschool, what you say LKG, UKG. In grade 1, 2, 3, I started. Within 2-3 years, too many children came. 175 children came. Okay, so all government helps us to establish a school. Then the church was in the heart of the city. So I couldn't afford any more. I bought 4 or 5 houses, converted into classrooms. I couldn't buy any more because of the city, very expensive. I went 5-6 kilometers away from there. I bought big place, 33 acre, big land. This is school, Kalam school here. You have only 12 acres. 3-4 times bigger than this. So I purchased, I started school there. No time, within 1 year, 300, from 300 jumped to 700. 700 was 1400. So that's how I started first school. First school in the city, I started the BMS, Brisbane Muslim School. Then second school, AIIC, Australian Indonesian Islamic College. So that's what my secondary school. And then from Brisbane, about 100 kilometers, very big city also, is a Gold Coast. It's a tourist city. I started another school there. And then from there, this also full. And then the city school still continues. In Durek school, 33 acre, this continued. And 20 acre school in Gold Coast continues. Logan school is the fastest growing city in Australia, Logan, and I established school. Recently I started a school in Darwin. Darwin is close to India, very close. You know, Australia is very big continent, very big country. So in Darwin, I purchased 65 acre, and I international school. International students from Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and Dubai, Qatar, Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, all the children are coming. We have established for them hostel. The parents come and stay with us. They stay, and the government have the provision. So, mashallah, it was really great. School is going, and you asked technology. I right from the beginning, from 70s, 80s, 70s, you can see computing was not really developed. Okay, but I did my Master of Teaching in Darwin University. In Darwin, I was doing in Darwin. So in Darwin, just started to come big computer, this big computer like this, okay, very big one, huge one. So I started to learn computing in 70s and 80s. I improved, and then it started 90s. Laptop became, understand? Then I started to come everything. I always upgraded, up to date. Today, what is in technology improvement? I improved myself. I attended courses, IT courses. Evening time, you know CAD, computer assisted drafting, CAD. I used to attend CAD. I used to attend all computing courses, you know. So in such a way, today all our schools in Australia, I will tell you about India. In Australia, top schools in IT, top schools in Australia. I tell you, STEM building our school is our teachers, our Prime Minister and Chief Ministers and Education Minister, they all come to our school. They say, is this a school or university? They will ask us. Understand? Because I always kept, anything you do nothing but the best. The best things. So my technology is STEM building. STEM stands for Science, Engineering, STEM, STES, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. So we are top. We don't miss behind. And when I came to India to establish schools, I was always keeping an eye. Our computer lab must be up to date, modern, best available in the market. I was very particular on that matter. Because of this corona, we are a little bit behind, but we will catch up. We will catch up and we will do our best for the technology, inshallah. I am very happy, you children. MashaAllah. You have any other question?
Now, considering your extensive experience in education, do you have any advice or message for the educators and the students in our audience, especially on this special day?
Well, I forgot your name.
Hafiza.
Hafiza. Hafiza, you have best name. Hafiza, you know what is the meaning of Hafiza? You have Allah's name. Hafiz, Allah Abdul Hafiz. Hafiza is a protector, protected lady, protected girl. Understand? How beautiful name you have. Congratulations. Very good question. MashaAllah. As I started, teachers are the most honorable people and hardworking people. I have seen teachers in my school. In Australia, I have seen the teachers. Our school generally 8 to 3:30. 3:30 finish. Okay. I have seen the white Australian, Velakara Australian. So I see their rooms, still light is on. Even after Maghrib, even after Isha, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. What time school finishes? 3:30. 8 to 3:30 finish. But it's still 8 o'clock, still teachers are there. What they are doing? Preparing for tomorrow. It's not 8 to 3:30. Dedication. Yeah. And they are aiming high. My sincere prayer for our teachers, may Allah bless them and Allah protect them, give them good health. So they should aim high for their teacher. Hafiza is asking her teacher, my dear teacher, please help me. My life, my future in your hand. You can make it. Please make it. Please help me. The same thing, Kasturi also asking, my life, you can make it or break it. Please help me. So it is in her hand, the teacher's hand, to help her to become successful. Our success depends on the dedication of the teachers. If they really wanted to make you, they can make you. You are the future leaders. The students are future scientists, engineers, astronomers, architects. So, nation builders, understand? Tomorrow leaders. So, the teachers have to be dedicated, have to work hard to make the teachers good, inshallah. Once again, I am really happy. I'm honored to be part of this day. It's an important day, and it was a coincidence. I was doing something else, understand? So our honorable principal told me, today is a teacher's day. You better come and you address the teachers and talk to the children. Alhamdulillah, I am very happy to address you, to talk to you. May Allah bless you. Thank you very much, inshallah. Thank you very much. You people also, very sensible question, very good question you have asked us. Yes.
Those are wise and inspiring words, sir. On the sacred day of Teachers' Day, I would like to extend my profound respect and my heartfelt wishes to you, sir.
Okay.
Your unwavering commitment in education has not only played a role in developing our school, but has also enriched countless lives. Once again, on behalf of our audience, I would like to convey our deep appreciation for your time and your invaluable insights, sir. Thank you for your dedicated service to education.
Thank you. You are very welcome. Thank you very much. Allah bless you. Allah reward you all and keep up all the good work. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That brings us to the conclusion of this episode. Stay tuned for more enriching interactions with Al Kalam International School community. Until next time, keep learning and growing. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.